Hey everybody, welcome to the road trip, Appalachian Trail style. We're on our way to Bryson City, North Carolina. We're going to be checking into the Ramblin' Roots Hostel later this evening. And tomorrow morning, Bookie's going to shuttle us over to the Fontana Dam. And we're going to hike back to the NOC over the next 3 days. Looking forward to it. Do it together last minute. It's going to be an awesome trip. Let's go. Hey everybody, well we finally made it. We are at the NOC. Just stopped here before going to Ramblin' Roots. A lot of people here today for the 4th. It's going to be a good weekend. If you're ever hiking the AT and you get into Bryson City and want some good Mexican food, check out La Poblanos in Bryson City. Excellent food, excellent prices, super dinner. All right, everybody, I'm out. See you tomorrow. Hey everybody, we're up bright and early here at the Ramblin' Roots Hostel. Great stay, awesome hostel, highly recommend it. More about that later. But we're going to be taking over to the Fontana Dam side of the trail. We're going to hike back southbound to the NOC over the next 2 or 3 days. And welcome along. Day 1, short section hike on the Appalachian Trail. All right, hey everybody, we just got dropped off by Bookie from Ramblin' Roots. We are at the Fontana Marina here. We are going to spend the next few days hiking back to the NOC. Took a vacation day. It's a long weekend. We are excited and happy to be on the AT for the next couple of days. Hey, let's go. Let's get this done. All right, everybody, check in soon. Right, about 1.3 miles in or so, and still on that first climb, getting ready to hit a nice little set of stairs. We'll get up these stairs and we'll see what's up here. All right, everybody, we're about halfway up that climb out of Fontana. It's a pretty nice morning. Probably still in the high 60s, getting a pretty good sweat on. I'll stop here and just grab a quick bite to eat and head up the mountain here in a few minutes. Beautiful day so far. Sun peeking through right in front of us, and feeling really good, really good. All right, we'll talk soon. Out for now. All right, we're probably 4.5 miles in, maybe. Somewhere between 4 and 4.5. Probably about 1.5 miles from the next shelter, which will be our halfway point for today. And we're gonna stop there when we get there. Something Gap shelter, Cove, Cody, I don't know. But anyway, we're doing pretty good, feeling good. Just taking our time, making decent time for the mileage we have planned today, and just really enjoying it, being out here on the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everybody. By the time you see this video, it'll be past the 4th of July. Hope everybody kept their fingers. All right, everybody. Talk soon. Out. All right, well, we made it. I believe this is called Carver Gap Shelter. I probably screwed up the name a few times, so I'll post it on the screen if I'm wrong. It's got a nice little campsite. Privy up top and headed down into the shelter now. All right, we are out here at the Carver Gap Shelter in between Fontana Dam and the NOC this weekend. If you haven't seen the new Zpacks recliner, it's right here. It's perfect. Just kind of chilling in my AT lounge chair right now. It's not a real chair. Don't everybody freak out in the comments. It's a Zpacks butt pad and my backpack. Nice little water source. We're at Carver Gap Shelter, which is right behind me. Yeah, we're just chilling. We got like 6.7 miles to our stop for tonight, and it's maybe 1 o'clock right now. So doing good, feeling good, enjoying the day. All right, everybody. Talk soon. All right, everybody. So we left shelter a while ago. We just climbed down into Yellow Creek Gap, and we are climbing back up because that's what we do. And got about 5.2 miles to the shelter. It's funny, I couldn't get the name of that last shelter right. So the shelter we're stopping at tonight is called Brown Fork Gap Shelter. And so we're just gonna kind of take our time and cruise. We're on the uphill right now, and maybe if I just keep talking to the camera, it'll go by quicker. So not normally how it works, but I am filming the uphill, so we're gonna get a little breathing hard. But been a good day so far. Starting to warm up, but we are in the shade, and every now and then we get a little breeze blowing in here, which has been nice. So for July 4th, I'm pretty happy with the conditions. All right, everybody, we're gonna get this climb done. We'll check in soon. Thanks for watching. So we're probably just under 4 miles from the shelter tonight. The last several hundred yards has been just this tunnel of, I don't know, whatever this is. So I guess going through something like this, I'll be definitely trying to pull the ticks off once we get out. So, but whatever it is, it's happily growing. So we finally got up over that climb and kind of just doing some ups and downs now to get the campsite. So the trail is starting to mellow out a little bit after that. So it's only like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So having a good day. Not trying to make time, but making good time. If we were trying to make time, which we're not. All right, we made it to Cody Gap campsite. We're about 3 miles from our shelter. Taking a little pack off break here. Just kind of chilling. I think it's 4 o'clock, maybe 4:30. Who knows? Lose track of time out here. And don't really care either what time it is. But all that noise in the background that you hear is a pack that has just decided to fall on the ground, and a food bag of a very hungry hiker. Of a very hungry hiker. Having a blast out here. It's great. You would have thought it would have been hot on the 4th of July, and it's had its parts during the day. But there's a breeze blowing through here. High 70s, low 80s maybe. Picked a few ticks off today. But everything is great. All is good. All right, everybody. Talk later. All right, we're getting up to the view here. Yeah. All day for that view right there. Pretty good view. That's why you climb these mountains so you can see everything from up here. All right, everybody. Almost to shelter. About a mile and 0.2 to go. Hey, good morning, everybody. We are up and at 'em. We're tearing down camp here. Getting ready to hit the second day of this little 3-day trip we got going on. I'm going to show you home for last night. All right, everybody. Got a little bit of gear explosion this morning. Packing up camp this morning. Getting everything put away. But this was home for last night. So a couple decent areas where you can get a hammock in here at this shelter. Brown Fork Gap, a little bit up the hill from the shelter. You can see the shelter's a little bit down the hill right there. But we were able to get 2 hammocks in here last night, and just packing up and getting ready to get the sassafras shelter today. All right, everybody, have a good day. All right, well, here's Brown Fork Gap shelter. There's a few other hikers here last night. They've already moved out. It's just a little after 7, so the last one's out of here. Short day today, 9 miles to Sassafras. But this is what the Browns Fork Gap shelter looks like. Big gap there. Looks like you got a little bridge to cross to get over in here. So, little fire pit. Nothing super fancy. And then back down this trail is the privy. And that, my friends, is Brown Fork Gap campsite. And we put our hammocks up around that hill. All right, everybody. Day 2 of a little short section hike on the AT. Let's go. All right, well, we are leaving Brown Fork Gap shelter, headed to Sassafras shelter today. Should be just 9 miles, and gonna take it slow and easy, just kind of chill. All right, everybody, talk soon. All right, we're just about a quarter mile or 0.3 in, but we're getting ready to come up on Jacob's Ladder. We're starting that real steep descent. We're going southbound, so this ought to be fun. And we're just right here getting ready to be at the beginning of it. We got a little steep downhill, and then there's a little ledge, and then I guess it's straight down. Never been up or down it before, so we'll see what all the stories are about and see what it looks like. All right, everybody, we're gonna put the camera away and get down this decline. All right, so we're about halfway down Jacob's Ladder. There was obviously a pretty steep part. I think we're getting ready to come up on the other steep part, but just taking it nice and easy down there, and trying to take care of the knees as I'm going downhill best I can. But yeah, it's steep. So, but hey, it's the AT. So we're out here. All right, everybody, talk soon. All right, well, we're pretty much down Jacob's Ladder now, headed down to Stucco Gap. Well, I'll tell you what, coming down wore me out. So for those of you that hiked that thing up northbound, I know that's a challenge. Congratulations, good on you. Can't wait to do it going the other direction. But anyway, still kind of cool, breezy this morning. And so far so good now that that's done. So on with the morning. All right. the Zpacks Gap. You can see all the construction going on. Just walk across and white blaze. Alright, taking a break here at Zpacks Gap. They got some picnic tables and stuff behind me. Good. Here's the information kiosk. We were told yesterday that if you look at the kiosk, we were told yesterday if you look at the kiosk, there's arrows to water. One says 0.1 mile, one says 0.3 mile. Not really sure. We're not going to get water there. There's another water about 2.5 miles southbound. So, but if you need water at Zpacks Gap, apparently it's down the road a ways. I don't know if it's a spring or what. Have to check far out maybe and see. But looks like once we get going back up out of the gap, looks like we got some nice little stairs to take us up. But it is beautiful July 5th morning. Nice breeze up here. I'll bet you it's low 70s, high 60s. Can't ask for more in July. I hope you can hear me talking with all the noise on the highway. But anyway, here we are at Zpacks Gap. All right, this cave is probably a mile or two in from Zpacks Gap. If anybody been in there, drop a comment below. Not my thing today. All right, sports fans, we just got to Locust Cove campsite, taking a break. There's a 100-yard trail down the mountain that you can go down to. It's steep in, steep out. It's worth it. Water's cold, nice flow. It's a good water source. Southbound, we're getting ready to hike up to Chiowa Bald. Check that out today, and then down the mountain a little bit to our shelter at Sassafras Gap Shelter. All right, everybody, been a fun day. We're getting after it. All right, talk later. So we took a nice little break there at Locust Cove Gap. That hike down in to get the water was pretty crazy. So took a nice little rest break. Popped out the Zpacks sit pad. Leaned up against the backpack, pulled the hoodie over my head, shut my eyes for a little bit, and then now we're back on the move. So we got this climb here, going up to Chiowa Bald. That's pretty much going to be the rest of the afternoon, and looking forward to the view once we get up there. So just going to be a bunch of climbing. That's all. Everybody, have a good day. We'll talk soon. All right, so we're about 0.7 from Chiowa Bald, and it has gotten real steep. So looks like a 45-degree angle, but we're still doing it. We're moving southbound, so factor that in. But yeah, this is it. I got some stairs to navigate up here, so I'm gonna put the camera away. Just want to pull it out and kind of show you this incline here. All right, we are still working to get up to Chiowa Bald. Yeah, it's been a climb. So pretty thick vegetation in here. Kind of just walking through this summertime, July 5th. But it shouldn't be too much longer until we get up there, and hopefully I can share some views with you. As you can see, walking through chest high stuff, and the bugs are out too. So nothing like black fly season up north, but there's just bugs everywhere because it's July. But yeah, so it's been a lot steep climb, and there's been some switchbacks. And there's even been some places where they flatten it out a little bit, kind of like right where I'm at now. So that's pretty good. Once you hit one of those spots, you get a chance to rest. But seems like they like to go straight up, and then switch back straight up, switch back straight up, and then level out for a while, and then switch back. So that was good. Never know what you want to expect if you haven't done it before, and I haven't been on this section yet. So far out only shows you a picture looking like it's straight up. I'll put it on the screen here. But anyway, getting motivated, getting to the top. I'll take a nice little break when we get up there, but definitely earning this one today. You can see right here, got a double blaze coming up, so let's not be too far away from something. All right, everybody, we'll check back real soon. Not far now. I got double white blaze was the intersection between the AT and the Bartram Trail. So AT goes that way. Looks like the Bartram Trail heads off in that direction with the yellow blazes. So we're gonna stay on the AT. All right, everybody, check in with you soon. Should be at the top. All right, hey everybody. Well, we made it to camp. It's like 6 o'clock. My hiking partner's asleep. Anyway, getting just everything set up slowly. We got to camp at a pretty decent time today. First thing I did was throw my hammock up, kind of just chilling. I got my tarp strung up, but it's still in the tarp snake, so still got to drop it down. Just kind of eating some single wrap food. I don't even feel like cooking tonight, but it's only 6 o'clock, so got some Ready Wise vegetable soup if I want to eat it tonight. Sounds good when you say it out loud, but man, I don't know. Just want to eat and go to bed. So anyway, I'll video my setup here, and I know I missed it kind of last night, but I'll let you get a good look at it today. All right, everybody. Into day 2 of a 3-day weekend on the AT. All right. So this is kind of what it looks like for me when I get to camp. Start breaking open the food bag, eat some stuff, decide whether I'm going to cook or not, and then get everything packed up after the initial gear explosion. So, yep. Hammock is comfortable. Sitting in it like a chair. Rocking the new Zpacks slippers. Trying them for the first time. Alright. Camp life. Alright, so one of the things I was trying last night, because it's summer, it's hot, was I tried to come out here without an underquilt. Because it was summer, I wanted to try the Nemo tensor in the bottom of the hammock and see what it would do. It's got an R value of like 2. And I ended up bringing my top quilt, which is 20 degrees. And I only have one underquilt, which is also like 20 degrees. So I thought it was going to be too hot. Last night the tensor deflated on me, which might have been a valve thing. Might have been my fault. Which is okay, because the quilt, actually, I could wrap it all the way around me. It's like 60 degrees. It wasn't unmanageable. Tonight, hopefully I got this air in here for the last couple hours. It has not deflated yet. But I actually have a little couch. So I'm like chilling in my hammock with my legs out. Just kind of chilling on the couch. Dutch wear style. All right, everybody, let's get ready to hit the sack, and I'll let you know how it turns out. All right, Alright, so it's a little before 6. I'm getting ready to pack out. Wanted to just show you a quick tour of the setup. Got the xenon tarp above. In the warm weather, it's the first time I've ever tried a sleeping pad in my hammock. It was okay. It's warm, so I want something underneath of me. 20-degree top quilt, a little much. But yeah, just keep the pack here. Lay out my sitting pad for a few items right here in easy reach. I keep my support bag right here with all my different bags in it. It's where my straps and stakes will go, so I can pack up and it'll hang there until I'm done. And this is what it'll look like from the outside. Very comfortable. Prefer hammock camping over tent camping any day. All right, everybody. Last day, 7 miles to the NOC today. And we're up early and going to get there hopefully before noon. All right, out here. Well, that's about the best option we had last night, but looks like our food bags are still here. So that's a good sign. All right. We're getting ready to leave out and head to the NOC, and about 7.2 miles. Looks like it's all downhill. I'll put a picture of the elevation right here. But nice downhill day. All right, everybody. Talk soon. Day 3, last day of a short section hike out here. All right, everybody. Not too far in this morning, but it's like walking through the enchanted forest. Can't see around the corner. It's pretty cool, actually. Nice, cool, breezy, even for July 6th. It's probably high 60s, low 70s, and good breeze. So all is good this morning. Nice and flat once you get up out of that climb from Sassafras Gap Shelter. That looks to be the toughest climb all day. Everything is just big downhill to the NOC, which if you're going to go 7 miles, I'd rather go maybe downhill than uphill, I guess, today. Shooting to get there by 2 o'clock and get picked up by Bookie at the Rambling Roots Hostel and go back to our cars. So, good start to the 3rd day of a short little section hike here. All right, everybody, we'll talk soon. Out for now. Started to make the descent into the NOC, and I can already see folks down here on the river paddling and doing some river whitewater rafting or something. It says we got about 0.4 to go, so looks like we'll be following this river all the way in. It's been a really great trip so far. 3 days, 2 nights out on the AT. I'll put the mileage here at the end on what we did, but we basically started at Fontana Marina all the way to the NOC, and like I said, been a good trip. So I'll talk to you soon. We're gonna go down here to NOC, get something to eat, and then we're going to get a shuttle back to our cars are parked, and then we're going to head home to our real lives that allow us to come out here and do this. All right, everybody, we'll talk soon. Looks like the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad is coming through down by the NOC. Almost there. You can see it from here. Pretty cool. All right, well, we have successfully hiked all the way back to the NOC. All right, well, we are sitting here waiting on our food. We just ordered some hamburgers and nachos and all that good stuff you want when you're out for a couple of days. So it's nice and breezy here at the NOC. Changed my shirt, so all is good. Just we're getting ready to end out our hike. Bookie's coming to pick us up, take us back to pick up our cars, and we're going to hit the road. It's been a ride, everybody. Thanks for following along.